Hello and welcome folks to Agathos Flight School. With my new gaming rig giving me solid performance in IL2, I spend a lot more time playing this game over the couple of weeks, and so I think it's time for a first commented dogfights video like I did for War Thunder. Please keep in mind I'm pretty new to IL2 and need to get used to the performance of the different planes. And so those dogfights might not be as sophisticated as those in War Thunder. Also, I have sometimes a real tough time getting used to the flight model of IL2, but this will be a topic in another video in the future where I will do a new in-depth review of IL2 from my perspective with a special focus on virtual reality with the Oculus Rift in IL2. But as said, that is another video, and so now let's get started and let's jump into the dogfights. And here we are in the first fight. I think it's a late 1942 Stalingrad map, and I discover Yak on the horizon. I will have to admit, I did not know it was Yak until I shot at it. But here in the video we have, in the replay, we have the icons, which I don't have in the game itself. I approached the bandit low, so I kept below his visual horizon. And my goal was to get in from low 6 o'clock. As usual, you see, when I approach an enemy, I regularly check my 6. What's a little bit sad I see here is that with the replay taken on the normal screen, the cockpit of the Focke-Wulf pretty much blocks a lot, and you don't see... my field of vision in virtual reality is a lot better. And here you saw I bounced the Yak, but I wondered that even though I got very solid hits in the Yak, that guy kept flying, and so I turned around and set up for a second pass. And as you can see here in the replay, there are a lot more dots around me, but I will be honest, didn't see those in virtual reality. Will be a topic in the video about VR experience in IL2. And then here I come in for a second pass on that Yak. And I got him, and then I am jumped by two LA5s, I think. Here you see them coming in, and then I have to go into the rolling scissors, which is a very bad situation here, and to be honest, they will get me. And I really struggle with the low speed flying in IL2 at the moment. You can see here we were in classic rolling scissors. Here I stall out and struggle to keep my plane under control. I try to set up a run for that first LA. You see again, stalling out, then he comes in again. And here I get a few hits in, he's leaking fuel. And we're still in a rolling scissors. And I try to keep him in front of my 329 line, but there he comes the second one in. He gets solid hits into me. And now I'm in a rolling scissors against him, trying to force him with a shoot. You see, which works. And I'm almost getting on his 6, but he is simply a damaged plane, energy is getting out, and so here I stall out and have to bail out of the plane. Straightforward bounce on a G6. I come in below pretty quick. And as in War Thunder, I have troubles getting solid killing blows with wind cannons, so I get a few hits in, then go over the top, the G6 goes into the loop, I cut into the loop, Get a few more hits in. He's still flying. Then he's hitting the deck and trying to run back to his base. So I come in from behind. They still have a very large speed advantage, and the closing rate is quite quick, which gives me again difficulties killing that guy. As I said, I'm not great, especially with recaps. Something fell off him. Getting more hits in. He's still flying. I overshoot, go into the vertical. We have room for maneuvering. And then basically what I see is that he's low and slow and will not really make it home. And I just want to watch the kill going in when he hits the ground, and you see a friendly even tries to steal the kill, and then he's finally down and I get credited with the kill. More dogfights in the Spitfire. I will have to admit I really like the DED normal server because icons in my eyes make virtual reality a much more comfortable experience. Sad is only that on the DED normal server you have a single engine and here a G6 on the tail of a friendly. I come in, shoot at him. With wing cannons, I find it pretty hard, especially close in, to get a solid kill shot. A K4 tries to get me, and I have rolled into him. Then rolling scissors with that K4, going over the top, using the low wing loading of the Spitfire here to avoid getting shot down. Also, as you can see there, a FW190 A3 round. I try to sneak up on him. He's trying to break, which I think might be someone else. He's setting me up for someone, but this doesn't seem to be the case. I go in a high yo-yo, then come back down. I don't really want to throttle back in that situation. He rammed a friendly coming his way. I'm breaking another contact there, the K4 again. Something I noticed in IL2 that there are the people on average are much better shooters. Not sure why, but it's a lot more difficult in IL2 to avoid deflection shots. Also, I see on some servers it really seems to be a little issue with the net code, the multiplayer code not really working very well, and so tough time sometimes to avoid getting shot down. Here I'm bounced by a BF-110, I did notice, because I was target focused. Luckily he did not kill me. Having that feeling there's something else coming at me. FW in the front, so I do some rolling evasives. You see a lot of hits in the wings of the Spitfire. And this is more or less, I think, a classic thermal action. You cannot really stay on one target for too long, else you are being set up for them to that another one comes in, sneaks in and kills you. K4 coming, I break into him. Going high, trying to cut him off. But it's just barreling by with high speed into the fray there. You see there now we have at least 4 bandits. The 110 coming in again at me. And now this time I try to actually set up on him. Constantly checking my surroundings. I don't really close on that 110, so I try to get them onto that FW 190, that is on that Spitfire's tail. And this was a shot not really hoping to kill him, but to get him on that tail, but he killed that Spitfire. I got very few hits in. There's again something coming at me, and now I'm really having a tough time. You see here I stall out with a spit, going into a spin. Now having multiple enemies on my 6, and the more dogs there are, the worse for the rabbit, and so I hit the ground. Again in the Spitfire, I attack a German AG-111 that is escorted by a K4. I avoid the K4 because the AG-111 is directly over our airfield. I come in from the low 6, I don't really have the time to set up a proper attack, so I just go in, get some hits from the gunner, but I set the AG-111 on fire, and now it's time to avoid the K4. He's coming in bagging. He goes for my 6. I turn in, braking hard, reversing, so that I end up basically going head on with him. Now we're again in rolling cities, as you can see, and I try to use the better low wing loading of my Spitfire, but then the engine quits, and so I have to basically make it for the field in an emergency landing. And you may see here I still try to check my 6 and get the plane above that wood to the field and set it down. The K4 is still on me. Here I now manage to go below flap speed, just clearing the trees, still trying some very gentle evasive maneuvers, making it harder for him to set up the kill on me, and he barrels in. And the funny part seems to be that the explosion from that plane actually ripped off my wing. Here we are in a pretty long dogfight with a P-39. I fly a FW-190A3. I have seen that guy and I'm setting up from below. So it takes a while to close on him. As I said, I currently still have a lot of difficulties getting used to the flight model in IL2 and to get experience what other planes can do and what not. So here you see it, I'm actually surprised that the P-39 can get away from me. And we go into a prolonged chase. Hitting the deck and I'm slowly gaining. This was on a server without icons, so it was really tough for me to actually see if I close. But he's hitting ground units, which is not bad, so I assume he has not seen me yet. And now my closure rate is getting greater, and then he has probably an idea right there. I dare go into a flat turn, I go to a high yo-yo, set up a gun pass. You can see here he's in a brake turn. Basically missing, overshooting. P-39 gets in behind me, but I assume I have a little bit more energy, and so I try to lure him here high. He's not getting the bait, but instead he knows his nose, goes into a turn, tries to extend the way. I check my 6. He's going again into a great turn, so I stay high above him. And now it seems like he's losing energy, and so I calm down again. Actually, I wonder why I did not hit him there. But now he's really on the deck, getting low on energy. Again, I try to lure him here, and he's taking the bait this time. But you see, he's stalling out before me, so I come down, he stalls out. And now he's really up there, recovering his plane. He manages this, and then I'm jumped by another enemy. Which is always what happens always when you take so long to make a kill. You know, it simply is that way. The P-39 then goes high, and he presents me with a solid shot. And I get him. And now I see a second guy coming in from the 12 o'clock, and now I'm again 2 versus 1. In FW, and basically the only thing I do now is trying to force them into scissors and trying to force overshoot and selling my butt as expensive as I can. I'm not yet experienced enough to really get out of this situation. And I'm not sure if probably the FW will simply not be able to use it. I managed to force the Yaki to an overshoot, but do not have enough energy to get up behind him, but suddenly the LA5 almost runs into a gun solution. And here it's simply just hard brakes, trying to avoid being shut down. It's really hard. The LA5 drop flaps to stay in behind me. And so it's getting more and more difficult to force an overshoot. But you see they are also struggling. But finally here I have to set the plane down and make an emergency plan. Here I come in and bounce LA5 from below 6 o'clock. I slowly close on him, trying to stay on his low 6 o'clock. You can see here basically I start to fire a little too early, not having yet the correct feeling for the distance in IL2. He's hitting the deck, I follow him down. I try to force him into some evasives, close to it, and you see slowly I'm creeping up and getting a couple of hits in, and he starts to belch smoke, getting ever closer. He's leaking more and more. And his engine cuts out. I send him the final greeting from my guns, and then I'm jumped by a P-39. Braking hard into the attack. I'm trying here, sadly you can't really see where in virtual reality I had it in view. I try to see how good this thing can turn, still, as I said, in the way of getting the experience I need for the fights. Then I hit the deck, trying to outrun him. Getting close to trees, ground, and so on. And slowly gaining separation. And then something will see the end is something that happens when you're too greedy. And now having enough separation, somewhere near 239, will break off, which I then use to turn back into him. He sees that I turn back, and also turns back, and then we go head on. I try to skip a little. I also hit him, and then I try to dodge him and go below, but he has the same idea, and so we collide. So this was the first round of combat dogfights in IL2 Battle of Stalingrad. I hope you enjoyed it and you saw how I currently struggle and do in IL2. It's a steep learning curve, probably too steep for me. We will see in the future. Happy landings to all of you folks and good hunt, and see you again here at Agathos Flight School in the future.